All right, y'all. Queendom comes. Subscribe YouTube. Trending Señora. We are doing the Amazon find. This is part 2 of the curl wands. Today we are going to do the I guess the thickest curl one, and we're going to do some whips and get me prepared for the freestyles tonight. So subscribe to the YouTube. Look out for my freestyle video. More content coming soon. Love y'all. All right, so again, this was our Amazon find. This was our Amazon find. So we're gonna see how this goes. Now I don't know how many sections I wanna put this in, because this is like the big wand curl. And I don't want to be on here too long now, because I want to get my freestyles in too. But let's see. Let's start with this. Now, it did come with the glove, guys. Remember, it came with that glove. But that's like the heat glove. But I just want to make sure I'm putting the heat glove on the right hand. Because I think you have to... It would be the hand that... Right. So, give me a second. I was thinking... It got to be on the hand that you're going to hold the tip of the wand with, right? So let's do that. Now that one got really hot. I had to turn it down because I wasn't sure how heated it gets. Like how much heat would keep the curls tight, I should say. Okay, yeah. All right. Queendom come. Queendom come, thy will be done. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, queen. All right, I'm gonna have to heat it up, turn it up some more. All right, I'm gonna have to turn it up. Maybe I gotta go this way. Trying to get the wand up, get the curl to spiral, unless I'm doing this spiral wrong, right? Because I'm doing this like a regular curling iron, but I forgot how that spiral go. Let's see. I don't know how. It's a spiral, so do I start from the... Oh goodness. All right, maybe I need to make them smaller, because I'm trying to think of how a spiral looks. Okay, maybe. All right. At least the heat is applying. I should have looked up this technique on YouTube, because I just thought I was going to get it on the first try. I don't know why. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. Because I'm trying to remember how the spiral pattern goes to make it spiral, right? So, is it like this? Do I have to spiral it around myself, you know? I'm sleepy. See, I didn't know I was going to be sleepy like this. Maybe it's the tea. Okay. Okay, hold on. Y'all, it's not, I know it's not this hard, but I don't know. I'm so used to, I never used a spiral wand before. So I'm just thinking that it's going to be like a regular curling wand, you know? But easier, because it don't have it don't have that little clamp that you got to unclamp. But I guess that's why they give you the glove, because you don't have to unclamp it. Okay, so you do got to put some hand on this thing to make it spiral. All right, there we go. There you go. All right, let's see how that falls. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Okay, Amazon. Okay, Amazon. Okay, y'all look at that. He put he did it. He gave it that bounce. It gave buoyancy. So wait till I do the other ones. Wait till I do the other ones. I guess this is going to take a long, because I thought the fat one I could do bigger pieces, but you see all the hell it took me through for that. You know, I had to spiral that. I guess once I get the technique down, it'll be easier. Because I'm part of it. I'm just, this side's still tied up. I'm just doing this side. But I don't want to, let me see. Because I want to make sure. Oh, yeah. I don't throw the damn code. I want to make sure it has that bounce. What the hell? I want to make sure it has that bounce like this other side got. Why everything want to fall over? See, I need more, I guess I seen this thing for storage. I need more storage space for my beauty supplies. I see that now. Because I seen, usually when I see an ad for something, it's something I need. Like the universe be knowing. And it ain't, you know, they say the ads, like, you know, they can read your mind and send you the ads for whatever on your mind. That wasn't on my mind. So, I mean, unless the ads, like, have access to my eyes and seen all my beauty supplies scattered everywhere. Because I would have never thought to do that. That was a nice storage set. I really liked it there. Or probably seen my pictures of my current little storage area and seen that it wasn't big enough. That could be because, you know, you upload your pictures. They look through your pictures and stuff and match the products with the pictures you upload. So maybe it was based on the pictures. But that was a good idea. I need to get something big like that. But I told myself I'm going to stop buying from TikTok and Shein and stuff. And I seen it on TikTok. You know, the Asians always got good, like, stuff for compartmentalizing like that. I feel like they like the IKEA, a more conventional IKEA. Because it's like all their stuff is made for smaller apartments. Because what over there in their country, their apartments and places are small. So they need a lot of storage area, you know. So, like, I feel like the Asians, like, are the IKEA, the original IKEA, because the stuff they got for storage is, like, more convenient for someone who is trying to get actual storage space. Like, IKEA, I feel like it's just, like, cheap decor. It ain't really used for storage. It just look like aesthetics. You can't really use it. You know what I'm saying? You can't, I don't know. I bought some storage from IKEA. That shit was cheap and it broke. You couldn't even use it. But, I feel like the Asians, like, they actually got conventional stuff you can use for small spaces as storage. But I don't know, like, the quality of the stuff. That's the only thing. And then you gotta wait forever for it to get over here. So, yeah. So, but that was, if I see that again, I'm gonna order that because that was nice. I wish Amazon had stuff like that. Because that is convenient. Like, that would be cute as F. To have those big clear storage things to all my beauty supplies. And I'll have so much more space in the studio if I had that. Because I see I got a lot of beauty supplies. I do. Keep my stuff organized. And then I wouldn't have to use this rack. Because I got this rack over here for my nails. I could just get rid of this rolling rack altogether and just put it in that storage. And I just get a rolling rack away. Because I like my little rolling rack, but I got so much stuff, like, it's taking up too much space. It's taking up too much space. And if I'm not rolling it around the salon doing people, I don't need it. Okay, y'all. I'm really surprised by this. Shout out to Amazon and the wand curlers, 5-in-1 curling wand, 5-in-1 curling wand. I'm gonna put the picture. Y'all gonna see the picture. It's gonna be on the cover of this video. But this worked miracles on this. It's really got the curls nice and tight. It applied that heat to this hair. What is this tangle in here? Come on now. This was what's up. Okay, Amazon. So I'm gonna look for some storage stuff. I ordered some stuff for working out, y'all. Got another workout video coming tomorrow. That's supposed to come tonight because I wanted that weighted kettlebell. The kettlebell ladies. Now I know y'all notice my gut. It looks really bloated. I can't tell you what it is. I've been working on my digestion, you know, eating the right stuff to keep my digestive system regulated. I don't eat junk like that. Like, I don't eat processed sugars and stuff like that. Like, once in a blue moon. But I don't eat like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what my gut is just get out of control. It's been out of control since I got out of jail. It's like, I guess whatever that was in that jail food, it just really messed up my gut. But, and my gut ain't been right since jail. So, shout out to the Hillsborough County Jail and the jail food for disrupting my gut. But, anyway, I said all that to say is, when I do my kettlebell workout, when I get, like, real deep in my workout regimen, them kettlebell squats and swings, they really tighten up that core. They suck you in. They suck you in real good. And they get you that thigh gap. They get you that nice slim look in the middle of your core. It really tightens you up. So I got a 15-pound one I got from Amazon coming. So I'm going to start incorporating my kettlebell workouts and weighted jump rope. They're my top two to like really shed that core. I'm going to work on core shedding because I see like my core is like really taking a hit. And I don't know if that might be a good omen, you know. Because every time something take a hit, you know, when it's bad, it might appear to be bad, but it might be something good, you know. That's what I'm learning about this game. Like, it might seem bad to me, but it might mean something good. Like, it might be something's coming later for me, you know. That's why I be feeling like my spiritual hits be like something you got something in store for you. Something new is coming. So, but anyway, maybe the something new was the kettlebell. Maybe that's what it was. But I'm going to get that kettlebell and that jump rope, and we're going to do that tomorrow. I wanted to, I guess I'm about to go in the yard, but I don't want that dirt to hit me. And I would do it on the carport, but I don't like doing the videos in front of the house, y'all, because I got a lot of creeps out to get me. But I need, like, this pavement to do. Oh, I know what I'm going to do it in. I already know I'm going to go in the cut. I already know what cut I got to do it at. I'm going to do my whole routine out there, back there in the cut. I just got to carry this tripod. I'll probably use the old tripod to tear it down the street. All right, so I know I usually have the tea, something good to talk about. Okay, so I was trying to say this for Queen Talk Radio, but y'all know right now I'm watching the Eppstein files, right? And like they right now in the documentary they're accusing him of having a molestation pyramid scheme. And on this molestation pyramid scheme though, it's nothing but women. I don't see not one male on the scheme. It's all females. And I'm like, that is the story of my life, ain't it? So it seems, and I always tell y'all the biggest predators be the women. I always tell y'all, don't be these men, it be the women. The women are bigger predators than the men. Because like I said, men don't do nothing unless it's a gain in it for them. So when you hear about men raping people and snatching people, 9 times out of 10, it was something in it for them. They ain't doing that shit because they horny. They doing that shit because it was something on the other side for them. Sometimes that shit, because the women be setting them up. Y'all be watching the stories on the movies, I mean on the television shows, how the women be getting men who like down on their luck, who ain't got nothing else to lose, to do their hits for them. So, you know, what better way to set somebody up? Like if you want to do it, but you can get a bum, or not a bum, I should say, a man who's down on their luck to do your dirty work. Like a man who ain't got nothing to lose. You could just give him whatever. Like, oh, okay, you need your light bill paid, or you want some drugs, or I could do you a favor to get you out of this sentence. You know, crazy stuff, whatever they going through. And the women hire the men to do the stuff that they want to do. But they hire somebody else to do it to keep themselves looking good. But it was just crazy. Out on the Eppstein files, all his molestation ring, alleged molestation ring, it was all females. It was all women, and they were young girls too. They were young. Young. They were all young. It wasn't no older women. They was all young girls in on this molestation ring. And I say, that's a damn shame. And I say, that's the story of my life, because them females is down to recruit and do dirty stuff to recruit girls into sex trafficking. And then I seen how Eppstein did it, like, how he got them hooked on him. And he never, like, it don't sound like in none of the, like, all the girls, none of them said he penetrated them. I think one may have said, but I don't think none of them got actually penetrated. They just got played with. And then, although he just played with them, they kept coming back. So I'm like, was that easy money for y'all? Because first it's like, oh, I felt so violated. I felt like trash after he did that. To, oh, I kept coming back because Jeff kept making sure we was straight. He was paying the bills. You know, he was making sure we had money in our pocket. You know, we had what we needed, you know. So none of them really said that they were raped, like sexually assaulted, raped, like penetrated, raped. All of their stories was like molestation stories, you know. So it was weird. And I'm like, it ain't really weird because I'm like, the girls, like, some of the girls was the ones that, like, really didn't have nothing to lose because they didn't have family. They were, like, runaways, so their family situation wasn't really that good. But some of them had good families. Some of them had good families and were innocent. And all it took was that one encounter. They felt violated. They felt, like, mind fucked or whatever. But they kept coming back. Now, don't get me wrong. I told you, I know about these damn monsters out here. They can mind fuck you real good. Because I've been mind fucked, like, but it didn't work on me because I'm stronger than, like, my mind. What happens in my mind don't control my reality. And I hate to say that, like, you know, it's, what happens in my mind don't control my reality. I want to say that. The reason why, because I know y'all like, well, what you think you can create, that's true. But I could create it with somebody else doing it. It ain't me. That part. So it's not what you think you can create. So if I'm thinking about this a certain man, like he mind fucking me, like he in my brain, rattling my brain for my attention. Because me in my head, because, you know, before I knew how these vampires operate and how these mind games work, I just was like, what in the who? How is they playing on in my head like this? Because it be people out there, random encounters, y'all. It be random encounters that do this shit, mind fuck people. So I'm thinking like this just a mind game from this matrix that's like putting these people in my brain. You know, have you ever like, you know how people say, oh, I had this weird dream about sleeping with somebody on my job, just random. And like and then they feel weird going to work the next day because they had a dream about hunching somebody on their job that they never even thought of hunching like that, never thought of them like that. That's how these encounters be. It's like random people. Like, I don't think of them like that. Why is they rattling my brain? But, you know, that's sorcery when they do that. They mind fuck them girls. But anyway, they say he was breaking them off real good. That's why they kept coming back. But I was like, he wasn't even penetrating them. So, and I'm like, how he was breaking them off, and then he was taking them on trips. He was giving them like culture. He was educating them. His hoes was like, he had the hoes that he took care of and made like, got them opportunities like to travel and do, you know, to get smarter and wiser, basically be superior scammers, like, you know, elite scammers. Then he had the street hoes, you know, I guess he based it, he got to know, he knew what each girl was adequate at doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knew, like, the ones that came from the good families, he knew how to use them to hustle them intellectuals or whatever, hustle the people who had more. And then he got the hoes who, or the young ladies who, like, was more street smart to hustle the girls on the street. Like, he had a good pyramid scheme. But now, I'm telling y'all now, I'm not supporting or condoning this. You know, even though I'm like, he's a good monster because, like I said, none of the girls were penetrated. I think only one said she was probably raped. I have to rewatch it again. I don't even think she said she was. No, I think she said she was raped, but it wasn't by him. It was one of his comrades. But he probably broke that girl off real good, too, for the penetration. And that penetration probably lasted a second. He probably got excited and nutted quick. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I ain't saying this because I don't know the depths of it, because, you know, they mind fuck you like it's a job, because you got to get all the other girls in on the scam. So you got to lie and scheme and set people up. And that's not good karma, because I wouldn't want to be responsible for setting somebody up to get raped. I wouldn't want to do that. And then you set them up to get raped, then you harass them and antagonize them to make them feel like a whore so they can join your whole cult, your whore cult, right? So that's what they be doing. They be doing that type of stuff. But I'm thinking, like, from my perspective as a woman, like, knowing the game and what these hoes, like, the street workers go through and what regular girls go through with these men, I just feel like I'll be a better madam. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna take advantage of them like that. Like, you know how they have to trick them and beat them down and dog them to get them to act right? I get why they do that, to keep them in order and keep them in line and keep them from running their mouth. But at the end of the day, when he got caked up, they all on Netflix snitching, right? So, I mean, they're going to run their mouth regardless. When there's a chick involved, they're going to run, oh, daddy in jail, y'all, we broke. So, we going to have to do the snitch story. Because he ain't out to break us off no more. You see how fast they can switch up on you regardless? You see what I'm saying? So me being a businesswoman, I'm just thinking like I would be a good madam, because I, you know, even though they have to set them up to get molested, but I think the setups be like they need to like break their innocence. But I like the fact he didn't take their virginities. You know what I'm saying? He didn't penetrate these girls. He just molested them. He opened their eyes up. And I'm not condoning this, y'all. But being from the hood, we don't have it like that. Them niggas ain't molesting us. They raping our ass. Like, they literally putting they nasty, dirty ass dicks inside of us and getting off and running around town telling everybody that it's something that it ain't. So that's worse than molestation to me, from my point of view. That's worse than molestation, because not only did you rape me, you running around town like I'm a partner to you. Then you get all your bitches to gang stalk me like we're in a relationship, knowing that you raped me. So I said all that to say I'd be a better madam, because, like, I might have to do, you know, I ain't saying that, but I'm trying to incriminate myself. But the molestation ritual, you know, after the fact of the molestation ritual and you break them in or whatever, it's like you give them the science behind what they're doing. But I don't think them girls, maybe because his girls were so young, he ain't have to do that. Like, once he molested them and got them getting money, they ain't give a fuck. They get on here crying and shit. I'm like, if it was that bad, because your mama and daddy didn't know you was going over there. Some of the girls had no option because that's all they had. You know, they ain't had nowhere to go. But some of them girls had parents. So it's like, either your parents were setting you up to go over there, or you was making that choice because that money was good. And when you young like that, I just can't imagine being 12, 13. He's showing you the money train, and then he putting you around the people on the money train. You see what I'm saying? So they like getting money for real. So I don't think they gave a fuck. Like I said, they only coming out because he got locked up and the money stopped coming. And they probably got paid for them stories. But I said all that to say Jeff wasn't that bad, because these niggas in the hood actually raping you mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. They follow you around, rape you, steal from you, like your money, set you up to get your car stolen. Then have all their hoes antagonizing you, then the hoes breaking in your house, stealing your shit. Like, they evil as fuck. Like, we got it. I guess that's the whitewash version what Jeff do. But I'm like, it's plenty of Jeffs. But the Jeffs be the women out here. Like, the women be fucking, the madams out here, they are evil as fuck. They take your shit, rob you, blind, mentally, physically, financially. They sit here and rob you off the strength of them just wanting glory for being able to say they robbed you or dogged you. They ain't getting nothing from that, really, but they just like the glory of saying how they robbed a pretty girl. I don't know. It's weird. Now, some of them do need to, I get the logistics behind this game, though, because some of these girls are really big-ass whores, and they wicked with their coochie, and they need to be dogged, because they just get outrageous with it. Run around, spreading shit, fucking with people's livelihoods. Like, they destroy everything.
because they run too fast. They go too fast. Like, they get hipped on the game and they go mess stuff up real bad. Those girls need to get whipped by the madams. Those girls be the ones that need to get beat up by their boyfriends. Them the ones that need to be dogged out. Them the ones that you gotta, the reason for the madams being so nasty ass, nagging ass bitches is for women like that, girls like that, who just too messy. Messy ass whores, right? But then you got a woman like me, the fucking scale. I don't even know how I got in this messy ass game. I guess they just do that to keep the scale balanced, because if you do all the evil shit to the scale, I don't know, but if you break the scale, you die. The weight of righteousness is only so heavy. So after you done all this unrighteous shit, the scale, like, y'all making me go up. I guess that's the psychology behind it. That's how you get to run the show, because they do all the evil shit and break the scale, and then you higher than them, and then they gotta worship and listen to you and do what you tell them to do. So I guess that's the game. So I guess we can thank the madams for being trifling ass bitches. So now I know I had to talk myself through it again. Because, like, I always feel like the scale tells the story. Because, like I said, it ain't no right or wrong. It's just balance. So if shit don't balance out, that's when it gets wiped out. So that's why I always, I look at the scale, because the scale gonna tell you the why behind the why. That's why I always measure it. That's why I say I'm the judicial system. I'm the system. I'm the justice system. That's why I'm the lawyer. Supreme Court Justice, actually. I am Supreme Court Justice, but that's how I measure the weight of iniquity. And that's why I don't be getting mad at people for doing the stupid shit they do. Because I'm like, it's everything behind it. It's reason behind everything. And you get most of your power from the nonsense. You get most of your power from other people doing evil shit to you. And I learned that in this game. That's why I don't get all upset when people do evil shit. I just be like, okay, I must be gonna get some more power. So every time I have to sit down, I say I must be getting more power. So I was like, this go around, I ain't even get upset. I was upset at first because I was like, I know y'all doing this shit on purpose to try to play with me, sit me down. So instead of letting y'all sit me down in jail, I'm sit my own motherfucking self down in my own motherfucking house and do content and live with purpose. Because I can reach more people on YouTube than in the jail. In the jail, I reach a lot of people too. But I say YouTube, I can reach a lot more people. Probably reaching a lot of people in jail, because, they be recording in jail. Like, I've been seeing a lot of jail documentaries on Netflix. And I be wondering, do them people know they being recorded and about to be turned into a Netflix series? So I might be on Netflix somewhere. In another country, I might be on Netflix. Okay? Because you never know. You never know. You really don't know. You really don't know. But anyway, R.I.P. Jeff. But his program, though, his molestation pyramid scheme, the only thing that I could see was wrong with that was if he was coercing people to do that shit. None of the girls sounded like they were coerced. They all sound like they were willing participants. The coercion is what pisses people off. The coercion is what fucks people's life up. That coercion is a bitch. Because when a bitch trying to bully you to do some shit you don't want to do, and you know it, like, you just, it ain't for you. It's just not you. And then when you do it, you don't get shit out of it. That's what pisses me off. That's the shit that make you want to send a nigga to prison for life. That's coercion. Because coercion, they'll run around setting you up. If these narcissists can't make you be the hoe they want you to be, they'll run around, take your money, steal your cars. Like, they put your back against the wall to bully you to be a whore. Get you kicked out your house. You know what I'm saying? And try to make you sleep around for peanuts. Now, it'd be different. They was trying to make you sleep around and, okay, you sleep with this person, we gonna make sure you got a car. You sleep with this person, we gonna make sure you got a house. But it ain't like that. You sleeping around and you still gonna be out on the street begging and borrowing, begging for somewhere to lay your head. That type of deal. That shit ain't cool. Especially if you the type of woman who get on your own. Some of these girls, they, that might be nothing to them because they already got to do shit like that. But for a woman like who actually has a fucking brain to get their shit on their own, and you literally sit there and block them from getting their own shit the righteous way, and you try to coerce them into being a whore for shit that can't like get them nowhere. Like, you see what I'm saying? One thing, if you gonna coerce somebody to be a hoe, take care of the hoe. You see what I'm saying? If I'm gonna coerce you, like Jeff, he gave them girls a place to stay. He paid for a lot of them girls' education, they travel, their clothes. He paid their families' bills. He paid their families' bills. He made sure the family, because if he wasn't going to give them somewhere to stay, he made sure the mamas, because these were young girls, he made sure the mamas and daddies had the money to keep the roof over the girls' heads. You see what I'm saying? Jeff was a good pimp, for real. He was a good man, I think. You know, I ain't condoning what he did, but he made sure his hoes was straight. Or, excuse me, his girls were good, I should say. Them girls was good. Like, none of them was homeless. They all had somewhere to stay. They had food. They had clothes. They had gas in the car. They had their own boyfriends. They could still pick their boyfriends. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't dictating who they was sleeping with. They could still have their little boyfriends, their money, their cars, their crib, their clothes. He was taking care of them. And that's the best part. I'm like, oh, you get to still keep your little boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll out here in the hood, they'll coerce you out of a boyfriend. Like, they can't do nothing for you. They can't give you nowhere to stay. They can't give you no food. They can't give you no clothes. They can't give you no transportation. They can't give you no gas money. They can't get you no hotel stay. They can't do nothing. And then on top of all of that, the fact that they can't do nothing, can't give you nothing, they want to tell you who you can make your little boyfriend too. And so, like, it's, the hood economics is horrible. It's horrible. And I think that was the root of the issue that they were getting at, you know, because he had a lot of investments, a lot of portfolios. And see, Netflix, you know how TV do. The TV gonna only show you the highlights. He gonna show you the portfolios that were doing well for him. And you know, white girls are a hot market. Like, you could sell them better. Like, they gonna sell to a different tax bracket. You see what I'm saying? But he didn't talk about other portfolios. So I'm just thinking, if he had portfolios in the hood, that shit was going down. And that's why they was all mad at Jeff. Because the hood economics wasn't the same as the white girl economics. You see what I'm saying? Like, them white girls probably just got molested, and they talking about how they had cars. He was taking care of their house, made sure they had somewhere to stay, whether it was with him or at their parents' house, like breaking the parents off. Like, you know, they had their boyfriend. They got to really do what the fuck they wanted to do, as long as they reported back to their boss. And he didn't penetrate them. So he's showing, like, Netflix showing the highlight, but they also mentioned this man had so many portfolios because he was a billionaire or whatever, right? So if these portfolios, hood economics, if some of these portfolios were hood portfolios, I see why they mad at Jeff, because I am a living survivor of this shit. Like, these niggas raping you. They don't give you nowhere to stay. They take your car. They take your money. They set you up. They try to make you look dumb. They try to get your license suspended. They take your bank accounts. And all this, they can't feed you. They can't clothe you. They can't give you no shelter. They can't give you no car, no gas, no hotel. They can't do nothing. And you can't have a boyfriend. It's like, and then on top of that, so that's the coercion piece, I guess, when they like try to put your back against the wall to do what they say do. And then when you do what they say do, they don't give you sheets. And then if you fake doing what they say do, they will put you in jail. Y'all, dirty game. But if that's what was in them Epstein files, the shit that's going on over here, I see why they mad at Jeff. I understand why they mad at Jeff. I'm mad at Jeff. But maybe I should have lost some weight and bleached my skin so I could have been treated like the hoes on Netflix. I'm trying to tell you. I think I am high-key treated like them, you know. I ain't trying to. High-key I am, because one thing about me, even though they did all that shit, they always make sure I got a roof over my head. Even though they put me in fucking jail, they always make sure I got a roof and a bed. Like, you see, I got the loft. I got the loft. So I ain't mad at my situation. So if anything, I'm high-key one of them hoes on Netflix. It's just that the other people that's in the portfolios, they get beside themselves and they forget my rank. You see what I'm saying? They forget that I'm the favorite. They get jealous of the fact of my rank and that I'm the favorite and I got that privilege. Like them girls on Netflix, I got that privilege. So they get jealous and they put it upon themselves to force their trauma onto me. And what they don't realize is while they getting jealous because I'm considered one of them, a higher ranking hoe. I ain't a hoe, but I'm just telling y'all this the game for real. High key, this is how I go. But because I am the higher ranking, they don't look at it as, okay, the reason why she gets special treatment is because she's the fucking scale. She the only reason why we get to stay here. They don't look at it as like, okay, she's the fucking cleaner. She got to be straight. Because if the cleaner get fucked up, we fucked up. It's a chain reaction. So a part of her assignment, it's just like a job. Let's say y'all live in a castle, right? You got the butlers, you got the housekeepers, you got the groundkeepers. Everybody has a certain kind of living quarters, right? So the groundskeeper might have a living quarters closer to the grounds work versus the butler might have a home inside the room inside the mansion. You see what I'm saying? It's different jobs based on your level of expertise and what your assignment is. So my assignment is to keep everybody clean. So therefore, I need to keep a roof over my head because I can't be out here getting dirty because if I'm dirty, I can't clean y'all. So they not looking at it, the business aspect of this. All they see is, oh, what she get to do, whatever she want to do. They don't think about the fact that I don't get to pick my man. I don't get to pick what I can buy. I don't get to pick who I can talk to. I don't get to pick where I can go. I don't get to pick what I can drive. I don't get to, it's a lot of shit that I can't do. All I can get is a roof over my head to protect the scale. That's the logistics behind that. We just got to make sure the scale's straight. Like, it's a roof over their head. So that's the only benefit I get. Like, they have to make sure the roof stay over my head. Because if they lose the scale, they lose their game. But these bitches get beside themselves and just, I don't know, they just get beside themselves. And it could be the looks too, but I'm like, them looks don't mean shit when you can't have nothing. So, but that's what happened. So I ain't mad. Like I said, I'm not mad at Jeff. If that is the scenario, because I know everybody was mad at Jeff because of this. I think it was the court origin that they were mad at. But if he wasn't the one doing the court origin and the other motherfuckers in the portfolio was just doing shit, to do shit, messing shit up for everybody else, and it wasn't really Jeff, it was just their staff, the staff being fucking assholes. It's just like at the hospital, you know how the nurses be arguing and fighting and be jealous of each other and trying to set each other up to get fired. You know, it's like any job like that. I feel like that's what was going on. I feel like the employees was being messy. I don't think it had nothing to do with the CEO. I think it had everything to do with the employees. So I said what I said. Jeff was a good pimp, you know, based on that, what I seen. Because even his street hoes, his street workers who wasn't like educated, because he had his little smart girls that he took overseas and stuff, right? But then the ones who like wasn't like on that, like educated and stuff, he still made sure they was straight. You know, he let them come live with him. He made sure they had a car. He made sure they had their own money and they could have their own boyfriend when they was running around the street recruiting hoes. So, you know, they was straight. He was a good pimp. And then he never raped them. Molestation is still violation. I ain't condoning it, y'all, but it's not like, I feel like a woman can get past molestation faster than they can get past a rape. But to each his own, because everybody's trauma response is different. Don't get me wrong. Trauma is trauma. I'm not saying nobody's trauma is bigger or lesser than the other. But it's nothing like actually being raped by a dude who can't do shit for you. And then he rapes you mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. You see what I'm saying? Versus, I would respect Jeff molesting me more than what I've been through. Like, if I had to get molested by Jeff old white ass, but after the molestation, I'm driving in a car. I got money in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's girls who do more for less. You see what I'm saying? So that type of scenario, I could respect his hustle over what these niggas out here doing any day. So shout out to Jeff. Rest in power, Jeff. Y'all hate me all you want. I'm just being real. Coming from a madam's perspective, coming from this hood economics perspective. He did. If you're going to do that, if you're going to do women that way, you're supposed to make sure they straight. That's a fact. You're supposed to make sure they straight. And these bitches, these niggas out here, they don't do that. They just jealous of you. They be real fucking jealous, and they do anything to like see you doing bad. And they're not even doing bad because it's like, for me, it's an assignment. I feel like I said, they want a trauma response so bad, but I don't feel like I'm doing bad. I'm just doing my assignment, right? But they want to they want to paint your picture so bad. And I'm like, okay, go ahead, paint the picture. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to still be sitting in my house minding my fucking business. Say whatever you want to say. But then they get mad at the fact that you're not buying into the fact that they're running your name through the mud. Like, they get pissed off at you because their manipulation is not working on you. And these same niggas can't feed you, clothe you, put you in a car, put no money in your pocket, put no clothes on your body. Can't keep the roof over your head. These same niggas can't do shit. All they can do is run your name through the dirt. All they can do is gossip and fuck. It's like they get the big head for no reason. Like, why is you so big-headed, arrogant, ignorant, and narcissistic and egotistical all at the same time? Like, the math not mathing. I don't get these niggas. I don't get the logistics. But if he had to go to prison because his staff was fucking up, I mean, as a CEO, I feel for Jeff. Because you can't control what the staff do. You can't. If the staff is being assholes and doing dumb shit, the only thing you can get mad at the CEO is the privileges that he allocated to the staff. But then again, you can't get mad at him about that, because one thing about staff, they be fucking scammers. It's just like at the doctor's office, how they be stealing people information and stuff, stealing their socials and stuff. That's the same shit. Like, the CEO ain't got shit, can't do nothing about. We don't know that you run around here stealing the people accounts and buying furniture and shit in the people name. Like, the CEO the last to know about that shit, right? So it's like, it's out of their control. You don't know what the staff, all you can do is find out and fire the staff. But if the staff got enough information and enough pull, and then still got friends that are employees there, they still pulling weight around, the business, even though they fire. You could fire them all day, but if they still like got connects and people respect them on the job, they could still make messes of your company. All off the fact that they was tied in with all your other staff, So if they did that to Jeff off the strength of the messy ass employee, rest in power, Jeff. But if Jeff was being like these messy ass employees and was mad a bitch wants to meet into the rape and getting fed peanuts, then fuck him. That's how I feel. But I don't think it was like that, because one thing about I don't know, but then again, Jeff is white. He might respect white girls better than he respect the nigga economy, the black economy, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Because he had multiple portfolios. People got portfolios that's their favorites, right? But but I don't know. I'm still thinking that was just something the employees were doing. I think that was employee based corruption, because the employees will mess it up for everybody. If your staff not doing their job, they so busy trying to be jealous and be seen instead of doing their assignment, they can mess up the whole program. The whole house can burn down off of a staff member just being envious for no damn reason. It's like they forget the assignment, they forget protocol, they forget everything off of jealousy. And then for a CEO to have to go down because they got one ignorant ass staff member, that ain't fair. That's not fair. So I see it what I see it. But anyway, y'all, let me finish this and then I'm gonna go do my freestyles. Y'all subscribe, Queendom come. That will be done. And shout out to this Amazon find, the curl 5-in-1 curling one, because again it came with 5 heads, y'all. You could change the heads on this. This one is the biggest one, spirals. I use this one, but it got multiple heads. So I'm gonna show y'all, like, every time I change, like, do the sizes and stuff, I'll show y'all the different looks that I did with that. Okay, y'all, subscribe. I'm gonna show y'all, like, the finished product. I wonder why this, I guess I need to make them thicker. I don't know. Let's see, because we're supposed to be spiraling, 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 spiraling.
Because they was spiraling out of control and got Jeff in trouble. That's what happened. Girl, that's exactly what happened. Got that man in trouble. Because them hoes was spiraling out of control. For attention. Attention. Hoes sick. Fuck shit up for everybody. Hoes be sick. Okay. Alright, love y'all. Subscribe.